literally trying to accuse us of taking her money. Car. Tell me why Kelsey's boyfriend is in a car. Seeing him, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's about to drop him off. That was not the case. Hey besties, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure you guys subscribe and also give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below, hit that bell so you can be notified for when I post the next video I post, because trust me, you do not want to miss it. And also make sure you guys go give a girl a follow. All of my social media accounts will be in the description down below, so make sure you guys go give a girl a follow if you don't follow me already. As you guys can see by the title, today's video is going to be a story time and another worst trip ever story time video. Y'all liked my last story time about the worst trip ever video. I decided to tell y'all about this story time, which this story time is worse and crazier than the last. My friends at the time, we all decided to go on a little trip, right? Okay, first I'm gonna give my two friends names. One of them the name Lily, the other one name was gonna be Kelsey. So it was supposed to be us three going on this trip. Us three, that's it, that's all. So one day in like May, I think it was the beginning or middle of May, us in our group chat, and she said, do y'all wanna go on a little road trip? And we're like, yeah, we down. Where we going? So she said Kentucky. She said she had friends down in Kentucky that want her to come down there, and they told her to bring people along. So she asked us, and we're like, we're down. A little girl's mini road trip. That's how it was supposed to be. So at the end of June. So that's what ended up happening. We're talking about the trip. We're planning what we're gonna do. Little trip, who's about to turn down a trip? And then a road trip, like a road trip is just fun. Like being in a car singing and, you know, just having a good time. So I'm like, I'm down for a trip. Where are we going? When? Let me know when to pack my bag. My bag is already packed. Like I'm ready to. When somebody asks me to go on a trip, I'm going. Period. Like what? At this point it's June. Everybody got everything booked. We was taking Kelsey's car. She the one who planned this trip and brought it up, so we're taking her car. And like I said, we were going to Kentucky, and Kentucky is not too far from where I used to live, which is Ohio. So it was just a few hours drive. It really wasn't nothing, to be honest, but we just wanted to get out of the house because it was summer, it was boring, it was nothing to do. So we like, let's go to Kentucky at this point. Kelsey picked me and Leah up. This trip was supposed to be a girl trip. Y'all remember I said that, right? So when we get in the car, tell me why Kelsey's boyfriend is in the car. Her boyfriend is literally in the car on the passenger side. So we get to the car, we like, hey. When I seen him, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's about to drop him off. I thought that's how it was about to be, how it was about to go down. It was not the case. So when we got to the car, we seen him. Me and Lily both looked at each other like, we didn't even say nothing. We just looked at each other. You know, when you give your friend a look, like, yeah. So that's how it was. So me and Lily both texting each other back and forth in our little messages and saying like, why is he here? What's going on? Like, what's happening? And that's literally what we were doing the whole time while we were in the car. I'm not about to say something to my friend about him while he's in the car. I'm going to wait till he get out of the car. So we ended up stopping at the gas station. I said, Kelsey, why is he doesn't need a name? I'm like, why is he in the car? Like, you about to drop him off or what's going on? She like, no, he's coming on a trip with us. I'm like, why? You didn't say this was going to be a couple's trip. You said this was going to be a girls trip, little road trip. I met her boyfriend before plenty of times. He was really cool. Like, I didn't have a problem with him, but you said it was a girls trip, so therefore it should have stayed as a girls trip and not a couple's trip. Like, that was very weird to me. She just said like, he's coming on a trip. She didn't even apologize or nothing. Like, I'm sorry, like nothing. She was just saying basically he's coming on a trip, that's it, that's final. Looking at her like, girl, why would you do that? We was telling her about herself, and then she kind of got an attitude with us because we were telling her about herself. Like, why would you do that? That was very weird. Me and Lily in the back seat talking, having our own conversation while they up there talking about whatever they were talking about, because we didn't care at that point. What made you think this was okay? You know we were getting a hotel together. You really think I'm about to be in a room with you and your man? No. We finally got there. We found us a hotel. We got our own room, they got their own room, different floors, which is like good. At her, like, I didn't even want to talk to her at all. I was just so irritated with her. We got there like maybe 2 or 3, somewhere around that time, and we checked in. We went in our rooms to make sure everything was good, you know, check for bugs, because I wasn't going for that. I mean, I play when it comes to bugs, so we were good in that plans. We said as soon as we get there, we're going to get in the shower, we're going to get ourselves together, then we're going to leave and go have fun somewhere. We calling Kelsey. Kelsey is not answering. We texting her. She's not texting back. She's not answering the phone at all. It's like, and we didn't do anything. We didn't go nowhere. We didn't do nothing. Like, this was a 3-day trip, so we weren't there for like 2 days or a week. This was a 3-day trip. That's it. That's the next morning. She came to our room. And we like, why didn't you answer? Like, hungry. We didn't have nothing to do. We didn't have nowhere to go. You know, questioning her. She like, oh, I fell asleep. So you mean to tell me you slept the whole day? You slept the whole day. I'm glad it was a McDonald's right by us, because me and Lily ended up walking to McDonald's, so we got us something to eat because we were hungry. I was mad at her. We was like, girl, we know you was asleep. Like, just say you didn't want to be bothered with us, and that's just that. Talking to her, we got dressed, she got dressed, he got dressed, we all got dressed, we got in the car, we met up with her friend. When I say her friends were a hot mess, I mean they were a hot mess. And her friend was over her cousin's house. Like, we got there, it's a lot of people, everybody's staring, and me, when I walk in somewhere, I'm saying hi to everybody because it's just the respectful thing to do. So when I walked in there, I said hi to everybody, and people just making dirty looks like who is she? Like, I'm like, well, never mind then. Like, I take it back, because I'm just being nice and respectful by giving a general hi to everybody, and then y'all looking at me like I did something to y'all. It was a lot of people, it was a lot of boys, it was a lot of girls. It was just too much going on, to be honest. When I walked in, the vibes was already weird. Hours go by over the house, chilling, doing nothing. Like, I thought we were supposed to be going somewhere and having fun. Y'all was supposed to be showing us around. Like, if I wanted to stay in a house or stay in a hotel, I could have stayed home, wasting my time and my money and my energy. Like, I could have been at home in my bed right now. That's exactly how I felt the whole trip. I hear arguing. I'm over here sitting on the couch, and then everybody else is just all over the place. So it's me and Lily talking, having our own conversation. Next thing you know, I'm hearing commotion. So I'm looking, trying to figure out what's going on, because I'm just so curious. This girl was arguing with her boyfriend, right? He had her phone in his hand, and he like, who is this? And he literally is going off on her and checking her like, who you texting? You trying to cheat on me? He calling her out of her name. He just being very rude, disrespectful, and very mean. And everybody's just watching and then looking away and just acting like this man is not disrespecting this girl. So she like, it's nothing. Like, you know how people are when they get into it. So he's not giving her the phone. Next thing you know, he literally pushed her hard, like pushed that girl, and she fell on the floor, y'all. I swear, she literally fell on the floor. That's how hard he pushed her. Very, very crazy to me, cause what? Before she got back up, she trying to swing on him, and they're literally just fighting. Like, I'm just in shock. Like, I'm just standing there like, that's how I'm looking the whole time. Like, I'm just staring, like I'm really in shock. You pushed her, and now y'all are fighting. And nobody is literally breaking it up. It took a few minutes of them fighting for somebody to finally break it up. Then they broke it up, and he ended up leaving. I was ready to go. Me and Lily are telling Kelsey that we're ready to go, and Kelsey don't even care. Oh, it's too much going on. She don't want to leave. Talk about she don't want to leave her friend. She's having fun. Like, you call this fun? Us telling her that we were ready to go for about like 10 minutes, we finally left. Act like she had an attitude because we wanted to leave. Why would we want to stay in a environment like that? Like, make it make sense. Left from the house, we got something to eat, then we went back to the hotel. We didn't go nowhere, we didn't do nothing. It was just a waste of time. The whole trip was a waste, to be honest. Kelsey had an attitude the whole time. No matter what we said, no matter what we did, she had an attitude. And it's just like, why are you mad at us? I'm gonna go to the last day. So the last day, we said we were gonna go to like a little mall or something, just go shopping. We didn't even go. We wanted to do, we couldn't even do, because she acted like she didn't want to go. She acted like she had an attitude. Went to our room that morning, and we're like, we still going to the mall? She like, no, I don't want to go. Like, what do you mean you don't want to go? You was just saying you wanted to go yesterday, now you don't want to go. While she's in the room with us, her friend called, same friend that we was with yesterday. She said that the dude came back And I knew he was, because he said he was coming back. So I knew he was coming back. Like, girl, tell me why blah, blah, blah came back last night. And it went down again. They was fighting. They was arguing. She was like, good thing y'all did leave when y'all left, because he came right back. I'm like, see, that's exactly why I was ready to go when I was ready to go. So we ended up checking out. Stopped to the gas station first. Kelsey looking at her purse, right? She like, I can't find my money. And we like, me and Lily looking at each other like, okay, and what does that have to do with us? Because it has nothing to do with me. Did y'all take my money? And I'm literally looking at her like, when have I ever took anything from you or gave you a reason to believe that I would even do something like that to you? What do I look like stealing from you? Trying to accuse us of taking her money while we weren't in the same room with you. We was at that house. She was leaving her purse everywhere. It's like she didn't care. I kept telling her, get your purse, because you don't know these people. You are the one who kept leaving your purse everywhere. When you went to the bathroom, you left your purse right here. When you went anywhere, you would just leave your purse anywhere. And I'm the one who's telling you to get your purse so nobody won't steal from you. It's like, why are you trying to check us and confront us about your money that's missing? You need to ask your man. Period. Because what do I look like stealing from you? I don't steal in general. So what do I look like stealing from you, my friend? That's weird. And I've never gave you a reason to believe that I would really sit up there and steal from you. It was just quiet. I put my headphones in and I was just listening to music because I just didn't have the time for it. I'm not about to argue with you and fight with you. You know I would never do something like that. I did not talk to that girl. I cut Kelsey off. I didn't talk to her at all. I unfollowed her on everything. I didn't block her, but I unfollowed her on everything. I say a week or two later, she texted us in a group. She was like, mind you, me and Lily haven't even talked to her. We both cut her off. She was like, I'm sorry I accused y'all. How she didn't mean it. Like, girl, yes you did. You know you meant to accuse us of it. Please give me another chance. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to act like that towards y'all. That was the last day we talked to her. We didn't even text her back. That's the funny thing about it. We did not text her back at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Period.